What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Just got back, from great time with, an elderly mentor partner, So, anyways, yeah, I actually got some new gloves from them. They helped me out. They got me some brand new gloves, thermal gloves. This is a gift, as well as some Harley Davidson's gear. So like I have some clothes. I might do a more in-depth detail. But anyways, just some cool stuff. Some cool clothes. I'm driving, so y'all get the point of it. But anyways, I'm grateful for that. Like love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes for all across the board, to be honest. Like for me personally, yeah, it starts first and foremost within ourselves alone. Second, you know, love life. You know what I'm saying? Like that for me personally, the emphasis, I'm aware that I came here to be a father. I came here to be a man. I came here to have a family. I came here to reproduce. I came here to have children, you know, and that's what I'm doing, So with that being said, to understand that love level, obviously, of children, of love for your intimate partner, the beautiful women or men, whoever you are, and like love with your family, love with quality connections, business partners, like clients, whatever. Like it's amazing how these connections can happen. Cause like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna just speak about off the top of me now, like what's been on my mind. So like honestly, the biggest thing that's been on my mind and my heart, my soul, is this whole illusion world that we live in. Yeah, it's part of it. The world is the way it is. And also at the same time, like I'm speaking about separation stuff, skin color, race, religion, nationality, all that stuff is what separates all of humanity. Because who are you to think you're better than someone because of your skin color? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're midnight dark black or if you're white as snow. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all are better than anybody. That's the point I'm making. Okay? Nobody's better than nobody. Nobody's worse than nobody. So people need to knock it off with that stuff, because that's honestly what's causing so much friction and tension and separation and division in the world underneath. People can say all this stuff, but they know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing. They know that they keep feeding the beast with this separation stuff. Because how come I have such a diverse group of people I connect with? That's just universal spirituality and universal truth, honestly. Many times I have been hesitant because guess what? The Matrix gives us a label or whatever. I'm a golden energy. I relate with people on a few people on social media, like Bob Marley, Lacine, the Pink Coconut, Chaka Bars, Omega Axel. Those people, we have a similar energetic aura. A golden Egyptian type of aura. You know what I'm saying? It's just what I am. This is how I'm born. So like there's a lot of division a lot of times in the world. I'm not saying with everybody, but I'm saying it's, environments that don't serve us. It's there, because people got all this stuff in their head. They're like, oh, well, you're different. Your color is different. You're supposed to be like us. You're supposed to, like, be black, dark like us, or you're supposed to be white like us, or you're supposed to be Mexican like us, or you're supposed to be Asian. All these different groups and everything, and people trying to tell you how you're supposed to be without accepting you for who you are born to be. And that's the point I'm making. It's so much deeper than the skin color stuff. Because guess what? If someone needs some help and they're inquiring about some advice, some wisdom, some health and wellness, expertise and whatnot, who am I to be like, wow, you're white, you're held back, you know what I'm saying? Or you're black, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the point is that if someone's asking you and they're, coming out with good energy, good vibes or whatever, they're asking you meaningful questions and stuff, like it makes no sense for you to try to tear them down because I don't care what nobody thinks. That's why they try to trap you and control you in your little gangs and little stuff like that because you're bowing down to master. You know what I'm saying? And master is actually you're making your own master in your own same race without actually liberating yourself. And what I found, you know, while everybody was talking all this smack, judging me for who I am, I've been, experiencing and growing and manifesting and living a life of freedom, and actually experiencing things for what they truly are. Like a lot of times people will say, oh, all white people are racist, all white people suck, or all black people are mean and evil and hatred, all that type of stuff. And honestly, I'm bold enough to speak about it. Like, I have mentors that interact with both people, that interact with all kinds of people. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with that being said, guess what? It's real life. It's the real world. You got to learn how to interact with people and how to handle yourself and just accept yourself. And in that process, you accept them as well. You're not analyzing their skin color. You're not putting people down because of their skin color. You're not judging people because of their skin color, because of their clothes, because of their material possessions. You're actually in the moment with them being a real human, and it's different than just all these barriers that you put in your mind that just separates everybody, and like that's what needs to be fixed and worked on, like I've already had to do that, by going to all these schools and stuff and already being different, not fitting in a particular area. I always knew that, hey, things are what they are. There's all kinds of people that do Ramadan, Muslim, Asian, Chinese, Buddha, Christian, Jesus, all types of stuff, atheists, all types of stuff going on. And they're all at these schools. And I've been able to interact with people and kind of just know, what I'm saying? It doesn't mean I'm them. It doesn't mean I'm copying them. It doesn't mean I'm trying to be like them at all. It's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why so many of these mainstream celebrities and whatnot, they honestly commit suicide because they are mentally ill, literally, because they are stuck trying to impress and please people without just realizing, hey, you're good enough. You can just be yourself. Who cares what they think? Trying to please them, trying to, be like them. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give them what, you need to give yourself what you are hungry for inside, what you want inside, desire internally, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all, for real, because it's a lot of gross misinformation out there. Like, that's why the whole vegan thing, the plant-based movement, and consciousness and awakening and all that stuff makes so much sense because it's like you take someone who's born one way, who may be lighter energy or this or that, and at the same time, they're still extremely healthy and they're actually plugged into like plant-based living, being vegan, fasting, all this sacred plant-based stuff and everything. And then there may be people who may be a different color and they're just like so critical, they're criticizing, they're manipulative, they're judging, they're putting people down just because this it's irrelevant stuff. I've even had some people, and Brother Polite on social media, he can relate as well. There's been people talking about they tell him, they're like, wow, you're eating white, eating white, like just because you're at Whole Foods. That makes no sense, at all. Because technically, honestly, if you want to bring it up and say we're all from Africa or a tropical environment or whatever, that's where fruits and mangoes and strawberries and stuff grow. They're not growing in, the snow. They're not growing in the desert. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's grown in nourishing, dense environments, and that's something I've realized. Ooh, it's pretty. And anyway, so like that's that. And you know, it's just been common sense with that whole thing, to be honest, because it's a lot of gross misinformation. There's a lot of even like separation and like envy, jealousy towards us, to be honest. Sometimes I'm not no victim, I'm just keeping it real because sometimes the smallest thing. So check this out. I'm 2 years and 8 months into being a vegan, plant life all the way to the max. You know what I'm saying? herbs, everything, wellness supplements, all that stuff. And guess what? There may be someone who might be another energy, black, whatever, dark, another color, and they will automatically. I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying it's happened though, and it happens to other people. Other people can relate with this whole scenario too, with this whole separation mindset of stuff. They may be super like this, but they're eating all this toxic junk food. They're eating chicken. They're eating dairy. They're eating all this meat and beef, and they're smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol and this and that. And then it's just like a shaky vibe with them. You know what I'm saying? Very shaky, chaotic kind of vibe, disharmonious type of vibe, at all. It's like that's all I'm saying because I've had different vibes with different people because I've met people of other energies, black, dark, whatever. I've dated, I have intimate relations in space from African partners, black partners, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm aware of who I am. I'm a spiritual, eternal being, so the labels and races don't mean nothing, but I'm saying like the internal is what says everything. So how come like with the partners I've had, yeah, it's real experience, it isn't perfect, but obviously we have shared love freely, you know what I'm saying, without buying for love, we actually have had love freely. True love is free. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here doing prostitution. We're not out here even going to no strip club or none of that stuff. It's free. And it's a big contrast. So that's how love is love. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time also I've met brothers and I have friends too, and I have mentors and stuff like that who are different colors than I am. And guess what? The vibe is there. It's equal, natural, fluid type of vibe. So that's how it's internal is what truly matters with this whole thing. That's the whole truth is the internal. Don't let the mask, the physical layers fool you. Yes, it's part of it, and at the same time, it's not the ultimate truth. It's so much deeper than just physical appearance, and that's what I'm looking to express. Obviously, if everything was just perfect and everything, and I was just you know, whatever, maybe out in the truck, a new environment or whatever. Who knows? I am who I am, regardless. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I've been out in the sun a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I still, it's a process. You don't just, you know what I'm saying? Nobody just changes you. You don't, you are who you are. You accept who you are. You embrace who you are. And I'm a golden, energetic expression. You know, and that's that. I'm good enough for who I am. I'm cool with people who accept me for who I am, and I do the same in exchange because at the end of the day, none of us control how we're born. So like people need to knock it off with that whole stuff. And the real people, they're not on that, trash stuff. The real people, they actually get what's up and it's fluid. We're not even thinking at all, because it's just oneness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying that because it be going on in the world for real. Like that's why I mentioned in my other video. Out of all the colors of the rainbow, if you want to say black, white, Mexican, brown, Asian, this, that, pink, purple, yellow, whatever, all of those colors, they have a counter color, like an evil version of it. Like you can say, the hero black and the hero black and the villain black, the hero white and the villain white, the hero brown and the villain brown. That's basically the point I'm expressing. It's just like if you're on the whole school bus thing. Are you going to be on the school bus that's, uplifting and inspirational and, has a good attitude? Or are you going to be on the school bus that's pouty, angry, egotistical, narcissistic, evil, and mean and disgusting? You got to pick your side, literally. Love and fear, for real. So, like, that's what I'm sharing about this whole race, skin color separation barrier stuff because that's what it is. You know, I've stayed out in the sun, for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the beauty of this whole thing is because no matter what color you are, we all connect to the same thing, So like throughout my life, of course, I'm gonna be getting a whole lot of sun, and maybe that will help, heal me even more so. I've been out in the sun a whole lot. I'm extremely passionate about the sun. All the women I've ever been with and all the close friends and people that connect with me, they know, and my parents and family, they all know I'm always out in the sun, no matter what, like all day for days. This is just who I am. This is energy. I'm a star. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know it all. I'm just doing the best I can. Literally, I've been out in the sun for days, 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 days. So like, just people just need to let people be. That's my point I'm making with this whole thing. I don't need to explain myself to nobody because I know it's real. I know what I feel internally. Okay. And that's that. Because how come there's mentors at the gym at 24 Hour Fitness? They're like double my age. They're like old enough to be my uncle, or older brother or family member, whatever. And they're really experienced in personal training and fitness and the gyms and the fitness, health, and wellness community and stuff like that. And they have things going for them. They have a stable life like I do, and like they're just the connection is there. We have stuff to talk about. It's relatable. We're both into fitness and health and wellness and stuff like that. It's understandable, and then at the same time, there may be someone else who's black, the same skin color, super dark, like midnight. But guess what? It's an evil character. It's narcissistic, disgusted type of character. And I'm keeping it 100% real with y'all. 100% real with y'all, with their expressions, with the way they're treating someone else, with the energy, the vibes. I don't need to explain myself. This is the truth, So, like, I've noticed that, just to clarify, that is deeper than just skin color and race, because that's the biggest illusion. It's how you treat people, it's what's underneath, So, that's the point I'm making. Make sure you're aware of the contents inside instead of judging the book. That's all I'm saying, okay? I'm no perfect saint. I'm just expressing and sharing a valid point. Okay. That's it. I don't have no problems with nobody. I'm universal. I'm a star. You know what I'm saying? I interact with all kinds of people. I've been with all kinds of people. I've had intimate relations with all kinds of women. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm aware. I'm not going nowhere anytime soon. So people gonna have to get used to eternal authenticity. I'm here at least the next 100 years. You know what I'm saying? So like the world gonna have to get used to me, and I'm gonna have to get used to the loving world. So have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Peace.